We've got lots of docket updates, so let's jump right in. Starting off, Blake requested an extension today. She filed a motion requesting a 2.5-week extension for the current deadline for parties and third parties to go over any of the documents that have been sealed. Well, what's interesting, though, is Wayfair is saying, no, we don't agree to this. We oppose this. So Blake's team tried to do it, schedule this with Wayfair, trying to come to an agreement together. Wayfair put their foot down, was like, no, we're not giving this to you. No, you can go ask Lyman. And that's what Blake is doing now. She's got to ask Lyman. We'll see what he says. I could see him granting it, but at the same time, I honestly, personally don't see any necessity for her needing this extension. Now, she's claiming that Wayfair did offer, hey, we'll give you a week, and that would end the deadline a day before Thanksgiving. And Blake's team is like, oh, we can't do that. At this point, I truly do not care about making anything convenient for Blake and her team when they have gone out of their way to make everything the most absolute inconvenience possible for third parties, for non-parties, for Wayfair. Next on the docket, some of you may have heard that yes, Jamie Heath is going to have to provide the entire birthing footage of his child. Now, with that, Judge Lyman comes and brings a very strong warning to Blake's team, Ryan, Stephanie Jones. Let this be very clear. Let this be very, very clear. The materials at issue are no doubt extremely sensitive and deeply personal. Therefore, given their sensitivity, it is unlikely, highly unlikely, that their disclosure could ever be warranted. If we see, I don't even care if it's 0.5 a second of any clip regarding this birthing footage, anywhere on the internet, anywhere, we're coming for you, okay? And by we, I mean Judge Lyman, okay? For legal purposes, Judge Lyman will be coming for you, okay? How dare you? Just how dare Blake Lively and her team? You want an entire birthing footage on the docket. What are you going to prove here? What are you going to prove? Honestly, it only makes Blake look worse. Oh, you want to say you have SH, but you're going to try to claim that a birthing footage is pornography. Okay. That right there shows me that you are exaggerating things to an extreme, to an unrealistic degree, which makes your credibility for your SH claims fly out the window. Now, when you add in everything that they've already done in court of exaggerating or twisting the words, going after non-parties, going after regular citizens, it's not looking so good for Blake Lively. So she has her own shovel. She's digging it herself. We just have to sit back and watch at this point. We only have a few more months till trial starts, and I guarantee that the jury is going to see right through all of her BS like that. So quickly, her team is going to be like how Michael was in the last deposition where he was, I was wrong is what you need to say. Another sanction that Blake Lively requested was denied. So Blake requested to have Melissa Nathan sanctioned for her redactions, saying that her redactions were overbroad. Coming from the redaction queen herself, hiring an ex-CIA agent. Sure, buddy. Okay, I knew this one wasn't going to land well. It further discredits her from Judge Lyman, from the jury. When they start seeing all of this and the pattern continue, it's very obvious. Justin's team is fighting other sanctions that Blake is trying to throw at them, and this is what they've got to say. They stated that for starters, the sanctions require that the party seeking sanctions describe the specific conduct that allegedly violated the rule. Has Blake done so? No. She wants to keep everything overbroad. You know, the word she likes to keep using. Next, they bring up that Abel and Sarawitz's depositions happened back in September and October. This is not new evidence that Blake is like bringing forth to the court. Girl, she is so tired. Like, you have gone through so much evidence and you found nothing. And all you can say over and over, smear campaign. You want to know who you remind me of?
Admit it! You have very good parents!
I love that Justin's team called out Blake and Ryan. So they said that Lively regarding her own inability to articulate the basis of her claims at deposition. So we know that Blake's deposition didn't go so well. Let's just say that. Now, they go on to say, evidence uncovered in discovery, there was ample evidence to support the defamation claim against Reynolds. Looks like they found more evidence to prove that, yes, Ryan did do exactly what they thought he did. Ryan is the problem. Yet somehow he got his way and got it weaseled out. Yet his name keeps getting dragged back in. I don't understand that. Don't worry, we got a little razzle-dazzle in between the redactions. They stated that the evidence also demonstrates that Reynolds overtly attempted to intervene with Baldoni and Wayfair's relationship with WME. Ooh. Then we find out that Ari Emanuel, which we already knew this, has since acknowledged responsibility for firing Baldoni from WME. And they go on to say that everything that they have found is truth supported by Reynolds' his own words, his own written words. So they have proof, written proof that Ryan tried to get him fired from WME. Now, we knew that he tried to do this, but now we have confirmation that they have written proof of it. Oh, snap. So what do I think of all of this? Well, Blake is a very interesting individual. I wouldn't say incredible. Interesting. That's what I would say. Labeling a birthing footage as pornography. I don't know who on her team. I still am very shocked every single time they do any filing. Who is on her team? And is it, okay, well, nobody on her team can get her to listen to them. I could see that. At that point, me as an employee, bye. Okay? I'm leaving. I am not going to let you drag my name through the mud. If you want to Titanic your career, go for it. Bye. Ciao. See you later. Sayonara. But when you want to add me into it and you want me to go down with you, this is not Noah's Ark, okay? Now, I will give credit where credit's due. Judge Lyman does seem to be a little bit more rational in his explanations and in deciding whether or not he's going to grant or deny any of the sanctions Blake requests. Seems like he might be picking up that, hey, Blake isn't exactly the peach that you thought she was, okay? We'll see if it sticks. Let me know what you guys think of all of this. I've got more incoming for you later today, so stay tuned, and as always, follow me for more. Oh, and again, this is all alleged. Take it with a grain of salt. Can't forget that. Blake, I'm sure she's waiting for the day I forget that one. But anyways, take it with a grain of salt. Follow me for more. Love you.